Hi, Gaye DeRusso with the Majestic rider. So I'm here today with Sara. She's a Tennessee walking horse. She's 5 years old. She has a Brenda Imus bit. That's what they've been using on her. And she's got a nice flat walk and a nice running walk. And she's here to learn how to side pass and to canter and to open and close gaits. Hello. She's only 5, so she gets distracted at times. That's normal. If you have a young horse, they're like a child, and they're fun, but they get distracted easily. They can sometimes spook easily if they haven't seen much. She's a little spooky, but not too bad. And, you know, their mind active, but they can't always focus on things. Just like children, okay? They need breaks, they need recess, or they need to run around. And I'm going to have to use a different pad with her because she's narrow but round on top, so my saddle's moving around a little bit. So let's show you her gaits if she'll pay attention. They just dropped all this stone here, and so she's very distracted by it. So this is her flat walk, even though she's cutting the turns. And she didn't bend around her turns too well when I started. Not that you guys care, but it's so the owner knows. It might be that they just haven't been working on it, or maybe she's had some time off, or she hasn't done it in a while. Now she's doing it pretty well. She's much better. All right, so flat walk, and we're going to go into our running walk. She does it nicely with kind of a relaxed neck. So remember, your running walk is just your flat walk, just faster. So your running walk is just your flat walk. It's just a faster footfall, but it's the same footfall. So she does it. So she does it quite nicely. Now we have to figure out, I'm going to try and canter her. And I've been cantering her on the ground. She's doing pretty well, so we'll just try it in the arena first. And if that doesn't work, that's her stifles giving out. Remember, she's growing, so not a big deal, especially in here. They don't have much traction. Okay, so what I'm going to do is walk her over the poles for a minute. She trots, paces, and gaits when she's loose, and she has a nice canter when she's loose. But in the round pen, she can get a little bit where she's cross cantering, which many gaited horses will do. Okay, so I'm just taking her over these poles. She's done at the walk, but with me on the ground, so I want to make sure she can go over them if I need them. So what I'm going to do is give her the signals to canter. She doesn't know what those are, but I'm going to half halt, shift my way to the outside, use my outside leg, say canter. And I've been saying the word from the ground, but I have not said it from her back yet. And so we'll see how she goes. If she doesn't canter, I'll kind of push her into it and see what happens. So we're going to speed up and use this pole a little bit. Canter. Canter. So she's just gaiting. Canter. 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 So she's not getting it at all. And my saddle slid, so I shift my weight. I'm going to back her up a little bit, give her something harder to do, like, no, that wasn't it. But again, she doesn't know. And we'll try it again. So this time I'm going to use the jump that's over there. Good girl. Canter. Good girl. Whoa. Now you'll see my foot's like way through the stirrup, saddle sliding, and the girth is tight enough. It's just wobbling around on her. And with all that running around, we just got one step. That was it. So we're going to try it again. I want her to know that's the right thing. We'll give her a little treat. But it can look this bad in the beginning. But she did get one step, so that's more than some of them get the first time. So let's try it again before she forgets. I'm going to go at the cross rail with some speed. Good girl. Canter. 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 Good girl. Oh. So we got one step. This is how it kind of goes when you do it in the arena. You just bounce all over the place. Sooner or later they might give you a step. If not, you stop, walk, try it again. But I think with her, I can push her a little bit and she's going to figure it out. She's pretty smart. And so we're going to try it again, but it does not look pretty. You'll see my stirrups are flopping all over the place because her weight's all over and my saddle's kind of going all over. Okay. I'm going to let her go. Canter. Good girl. She tried, but she didn't get it. So I'm not going to stop, but I'm going to try it again. So she didn't get it. So let's stop and back up. Try it again. Canter. Good girl. So she's just getting one step, and then she has no clue what to do. I'll use the poles a little more if I can get her there. Try to help her stay in the canter. But see, we do stuff. I didn't grab the stick. I should have. That would have helped me. So I'll grab it tomorrow. No big deal. Okay. So each horse is different. You got to kind of figure out what they're doing. Canter. 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 Now she almost had it with the poles. We're going to keep going. It's okay, she's pacing. Canter. Canter. Good girl. Now, this is the hard part. Was that good? No, not really. Not really at all. But she kind of got it. She got the idea. She rocked back and forth a little bit. Not a real canter, but okay. So I want to go the other way too. So we reward the try. Like, hey, that was pretty good. Not really what I wanted. I thought you were going to do better. She's like, up yours, Gaye. Thought you were going to do better. So now we'll try it the other way. Maybe the right will be better. But that's good enough for the first day under saddle cantering. So now I'm going to kind of use the poles. I know I might be really close that you can't see. Canter. 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 Good girl. So she kind of got a little canter step over the cross rail. Okay. Same thing, not great, but it was a try. So this is the hard part when you're trying to get stuff. Teach gait, teach canter, teach the Sidepass. They have no clue what's going on. So you're trying to reward the try so they can try to figure it out. I'm sure if she knew I wanted to canter and she knew what the canter was, she would just do it because she's a pretty nice horse. You see, she's not fighting. She just doesn't know. So you're trying to think, what steps can I do to help her canter? Well, I've done the groundwork. And I've done the lunging. If I had someone to lunge me on her, that would be much easier because then they could speed her up. But I don't. It's just me, which makes it much harder. So tomorrow I might go in the round pen because it's easier. But I wanted to demonstrate how bad it can be because that's what you're dealing with. And not everybody has a round pen. Okay? But round pens make it much easier. See, she kind of spooked from that horse moving around. So if you're using the poles, go a little faster as you're aiming towards them. Canter. But see how she's not moving much? Canter. So she's got to go faster. I'll try it again. Now, we'll see some other tricks. So the rocks over there makes it hard, but that's where her stall is. So I can use her stall to motivate her to go faster, but she might go sideways because of those rocks. Canter. Canter. One step. That was good enough. There we go. Good job. So, now that I know her a little bit, tomorrow I'm going to carry a stick because I think that would help. I don't like hitting them with my spurs, and I don't like kicking them. But I wanted to give her a chance and see what she was like. So tomorrow I'll carry a stick. Once I'm done with our routine, I'm going to go in the round pen because that will help her. Then I don't have to steer and I can hang on better. And then when she can do that a little bit, I'll come back in the arena and try it again, like next week, and see how she does. All right, so now we're going to try to side pass. She already knows how to do turn on the forehand and turn on the haunches, and I did the side pass from the ground. So we'll see if she knows it. So, over. Good girl. Now, not bad. I had to hit her a little bit with my spur, and I'm facing this way because I'm trying to make the other horses be a bad thing, but also to use the fence a little bit. This is quite good for me not using the fence, so she is very, very smart. So the Canter thing, we're going to get it because when they're smart and they're athletic, it's really not that hard. You just got to figure out how to communicate with them. Okay, so she's backing up, so don't stop till they go sideways and not backwards if possible. Good girl. So that was very good. That was 3 times, a couple steps each way. You'll see she's playing with the bit. I don't care at all because she's a baby. Whatever she's got to do to not be mad that I'm up here and think about getting rid of me. Okay, so now we're going to go the other way. Good girl. And we'll push again. And then we're going to do it one more time, okay? And then, good girl. So maybe she kind of did know how to do it some, because that's quite good, or maybe she just picked it up from my groundwork. So now I'm going to try and go up to the gate. And this will be the last thing we're doing, okay? But we'll do the gate a couple of times. So the first thing you just got to do is stand next to it. Make sure they do that well so you can unlock it. And I have lots of videos on opening gates. There's a playlist. So let's pull it towards us. So I'm going to push her over. That guy's having a great time over there. Good boy. So he's mad. He's young too. This is normal behavior. And he's hobbled because somebody let him paw, and he wasn't like that with the trainers or whatever had him before, because I saw. Come on, Sara. Good girl. And so he's going to have temper tantrums. That's what they do. And people run over because they're freaked out that they're going to hurt themselves. Now, if they are, that's different. But otherwise, I won't go over and unhook them until they're standing still. And I know people are already going to be like, that's really mean. If you don't teach a horse to stand still and not panic and not have temper tantrums, when they get caught in a fence or barbed wire, they will rip their legs apart. They'll sometimes even kill themselves. So making them stand and learn how to handle it, even though he's pissed and mad, is a good thing. And yes, you'll feel bad doing it, but you got to do it because it's safer for the horse, so they know how to live in our world. Remember, we kind of came into their world, and he's not a bad horse. If I didn't have him hobbled, he wouldn't be rearing up. He'd just be pawing. So he's just doing what he can to express that he's unhappy with what I'm making him do. No, Sara. Sarah's like, I thought I knew what I was doing. So you'll see, this is all in steps. It's not like she has to open the gate. It's not like she has to be super close. She's just got to try, and I'm happy with that. And I'm happy if he would just try and not have a hissy fit over there. But that's the way young horses are, and this is why they end up pawing and getting messed up, the young clip, is because they paw and do that stuff, and then people go and catch them. And so you teach them to paw more instead of less, and then they end up coming to a trainer like me, and I have to sit here and hobble them and keep them tied up for hours until they learn what to do. And many, many are like this. So, okay, so you got a little bit about temper tantrums and hobbling, and you got a little bit about Sara, so hopefully I'll be able to make some more videos on her, and you'll get to watch her progress, and then someday you'll see her canter, but I think she's going to canter pretty well. All right, hope that helps.